guys, KTV here. This is a little Poundland review because I found this kind of interesting. This is the Poundland Pump Out mini speaker. Now I haven't got high hopes for this speaker, obviously, it's just £1. But what gets me is it costs £1. And I want to find out how good is the audio I see of it. But let's do an unboxing of it. So Pump Out mini speaker. Barcode. So there is a lot on the packet. Let's unbox it. Right, so you get the speaker itself. This one's blue. They do it in blue, pink and black. They give you a little audio cable. On the front of it we have the on-off switch, an audio cable and an LED, batteries, 2 AAA. So let's try and find them. Hold up guys, sorry about this. Right, there we go. Right, found some. So it requires 2 AAA batteries. But then again, if this IC is any good, I did buy a second one to have a look inside of. If this IC is any good, then I'm gonna modify it with new speakers. But I'm gonna also do it, and I'm gonna probably use 2 AA batteries in this. But let's install these. Right, so we get a red LED. We get a tiny speaker in there. Right, I'm guessing I have to do the dread that I didn't really want to do because it's probably going to sound completely rubbish. Hold up guys. That's the iPhone speaker. Let's try the Poundland mini speaker. Because of this fat audio cable I have to take my phone case off. It just doesn't really fit in my case and it's just really annoying. Right. Ah, that sounded good. This is full volume.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
Is it just me or is that actually alright?
Storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah.
Also guys, I've got one in black as well.
Waste what's left. We'll go.
This one has a very bad
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Is it just me or does that actually sound okay? Because I don't see anything wrong with that sound. That sound was actually quite fair. Right, let's just try the black one, just see if there's any. Exactly the same. Right, so the conclusion, it's a cheap speaker for what it is, both of them. They're £1 each. The casing is not the best, but that may be a good thing because instead of paying their money on the casing, they have put their money into the electronics, which is the important part. That speaker, it does give the occasional screams, like it makes your ears screech, but for £1, that's actually alright. That's louder than I expected, because they used to do this silly little one. They used to plug into your phone and it used to be powered by your headphone port, and now this is just seems a lot more better. I might go buy a couple more of these, but what I'm going to do now is the black one's going to be the victim. I'm going to take this apart and show you guys what's inside it. Right guys, so I've got inside the thing. There's the speaker. It doesn't seem to show its specifications on it, where if it's 8 ohms, 4 ohms, but here's the part. very basic. What chip has it got in it? I don't have a magnifying glass. I'm trying to use my phone and some good light. Chip says 80027X1. Let's try and get some information on that. So 8002, what was that? 7X1. Even if this chip isn't that good, I would still use it for I would still use it for that little speaker. But yeah, I don't know anything about the chip. It's probably some Chinese made up one. But I mean, I don't know a lot of technical details because the box doesn't really give you any. But for your pound, I mean, for the rating out of 10, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It's a basic circuit. It has all the components in it. And yes, that speaker is magnetic. Yeah, for the price of £1, I'll rate it 6 out of 10. So I'll put this thing back together, then I'll use a splitter and try both of them. Here's the finale of it. I have them connected up into a splitter, both of them. Let's see how they sound stereo. Wow, they're doing stereo and everything. I mean, they're not the nicest speakers, but in a pinch they will do you. So yeah, so in conclusion, 6 out of 10 for them individually. If you get a Y splitter and 2 of them, they will actually work in stereo, which is actually fantastic for money. And the way they provide the audio lead, I'm impressed. While the case seems to be a bit on the cheap side, it definitely will get you along. But the case on the cheap side in a pound shop would be a good idea, because that could mean they've spent more of their money on the electronics, and the electronics are the brains of it. The electronics are, you know. So yeah, I would rate these 6 out of 10. I would say if you could get for 2 3-volt universal power supplies, you could potentially use these as PC speakers if you join them in a Y splitter. So I'm impressed. So yeah, so go get these in Poundland while you can, because they're actually pretty good. Okay, that's it.